Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over some technical analysis of Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG, Z Dizzle, my nizzle. So, hadn't made too many videos about this one lately, other than just kind of breaking down, some charts here and there because there's really not a whole lot happening yet. They're not releasing a lot of information, and kind of the buzz and excitement and kind of seems has kind of died down a little on this one, which for the longs kind of create a really good opportunity because these prices is pretty attractive, right? So we're going to go over some technical analysis. We're going to talk about the levels of support and resistance, and we're going to talk about what needs to happen and where it needs to stay at in order for us to confirm a reversal and overall bullish pattern and move to the upside. Okay, so just before we do, guys, just to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research. You should do your own research before investing and understand how to use all these technicals, and don't just go off of buying something just because someone's telling you to, right? So in the 180-day 4-hour, which is the time frame that I use on my indicator, the high is about 64 cents. That's going to be like basically your overall full level of resistance. You're your ceiling overall, although there are other levels that you have to break through to get there. The overall floor is roughly a little over 10.5 cents, and it looks like we could possibly get there at some point, maybe even this weekend touchdown there. So what we want to look at is first of all our MACD indicator, which is showing us that we're crossing over from bullish, which means that we're going up to bearish. Okay, so basically we're losing some steam and we're selling off, and we're going down. So we're at about 12 cents on the close, and we could potentially come back down and retest that 10.5 cents, which what you see here, it hits there several times, and we always bounce up off of that, which is a great sign. So, and as of just recently, we actually didn't even get all the way down there. We got as low as about 11 cents, and then we pop back up. So we could go down and test it. Doesn't mean that we'll go any lower than that, but we could. Okay, if it breaks below 0.1065, then that means we do have some potential to fall further than that. But the good thing is you don't have a whole lot of volume on this thing. The volume comes in on the buys. It doesn't really come in on the sells, which is kind of what I like about the stock. But also, is one thing I don't like is because you're watching it go down. It's like bleeding a slow death. Okay, but whenever it starts moving, it moves in a very, very aggressive manner. Okay, so what you want to see overall for a longer term uptrend reversal is we can get above about 17.5 cents and hold. So let's say we hit above 17.5 and we pull back. You want to see it bounce off of there in order for us to confirm that we should continue to move forward. Your first level of resistance is 22 cents, then 31, then 37.5, then about 44, 51 and some change, and then again, like I said, about 64 cents is where the overall ceiling is on this particular stock here. Alright, so what's going to make this thing move, guys, is an update or some type of PR. If you look here, the last update was from January the 10th, 2022, and I'm sure most of you have already seen this several times. I know for me, if you follow the channel, how they talked about they have, they've reviewed their logs and some testing logs and recommended that they get some specialized completion liners for the next step of the indicated zones of interest. And the press releases, we'll look back, the last one was from November 23rd, 2021, so they don't release them very often. And we know the reasons and all that stuff is they won't release anything unless they have solid information to tell us, and they don't want to be misleading because they were a part of all kind of lawsuits and things like that. As far as insider transactions, there's been a couple of things that popped up on the SEC website, and basically these are, I think, just awarding some shares to some of the board and some of the directors. And we've seen this in the past, as they have, as part of their compensation, is they get shares of the company. So you see Kent Siegel, Jeffrey Moskowitz. Okay, he's got two things there, and then there's another one that I really don't fully understand. If someone else does, maybe you can kind of chime in. But this is one of the latest filings from the 31st. As you see, these here that I just showed you on the screen were from the 27th of January 2022, so they're pretty recent. in their filings. Let me just double check. Yep, this is from the 2022. So this one here, I don't really, like I said, I'm not understanding exactly what this is. I need to do some more research on it. But if you go to the SEC.gov and then go to filings and then type in ZNOG, you'll see here statement of acquisition of beneficial ownership shared by individuals. So this could be just saying that these people here, it could just be something that they're saying that, hey, we gave some shares to these people, and that's kind of the paperwork they have to file through the SEC. But that's about all that's happening as far as ownership disclosures and stuff like that on the SEC website. So anyway, guys, just wanted to provide that update with you. If you want to try to keep up more with Zion Oil and Gas, obviously, for one, subscribe to my channel. Obviously, number two is join the Facebook group that for Zion Oil and Gas investors. They'll post any type of updates, and they discuss all kind of other information as well. And then for those of you who are looking into Triple E and F, there's also an investor group, and maybe run by the same person, I'm not sure, but that's also a group to kind of keep up with their information. You could also follow them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter. That way you can get some information that as it comes out, and also sign up to their email list, because if they have any type of updates or PRs, they're going to email you as soon as they're released. That way you can take a look at them and kind of stay up to date whenever they do have information. So all right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.